Welcome, Sagittarius. This is your reading for April 2017. I'm going to pull two cards from the Brotherhood of Light Egyptian Tarot deck. And then I have the Mini Harmonious deck for clarifiers if need be. And this is just animal totem message from the hummingbird that I dreamt of about a week ago. And it brings forth the energy of, which is what spring is ushering in right now in the northern hemisphere, where I live in Northern California especially. The magic of the mystery of life, the whimsy, the magic. So very magical time right now, very high vibration, lots of color starting to pop up everywhere, so a lot of good energies starting to emerge. The hummingbird is also, and I forgot to mention in the other videos, I'm just going with the basic, but they're very heart strong, so they have a lot of endurance. Okay, so this card wanted to pop out. Okay, so right when I said endurance, the Horseman of Pentacles, which is the Knight in this deck, it's the Horseman. The Knight of Pentacles is very durable. Has that stamina. Because they're a little bit slower than the other knights, you know, they come in slower. They come in last. Not necessarily in a bad way, but they go their own path. They take their time. They may come in last, but they don't come in all tattered and broken and thirsty and hungry and exhausted, because they take care of themselves along the way. So that's the thing about endurance, is making sure that you get that nectar. And that's what feeds the hummingbird and enables it to be so strong and have so much energy and endurance and stamina. So we'll see if one more pops out. If not, then we'll slide one out. All the white light of the unified rainbow, the God grain flow, the only flow I know, key being God. Here we go, here we grow, here we glow. So Saggy, that's my rising sign, so I resonate very highly with Sagittarius energy. The thump of the thump, brump, 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 you know. Keep it moving, going with the flow. So, alright. See what we got here. Two of Swords. So, okay. Yeah, I'm getting a feel here. So we have the Four of Cups as the next top card, and the Chariot on the bottom. So there's the Chariot card. Four of Cups, next top card. Sorry if there's any glare, the sun's starting to come up, or come in the window, so I pulled the blinds up a little bit, so hopefully there's not a problem there. So Chariot, Four of Cups. Yeah, I was kind of getting that vibe from this. There's kind of like this dual, like this juxtaposition, because I was saying like the slower Knight of Pentacles, okay, kind of has to maybe go against what you normally would do. and make a more rapid, more quick fire decision. Think more quickly on your feet is what I'm getting from the Two of Swords with the Knight of Pentacles, because as you can see, it's, it's not all giddy up, but all four legs of the horse are firmly planted on the ground, in resting position. So very grounded, very methodical. But I feel like something's begging you to make a decision quickly about something. So even though you might want to take your time, it may be a time-sensitive decision, but you're struggling with maybe not making the right one because perhaps it involves someone else, not just yourself. So that's why you're feeling like you need to be more careful about it, because it's affecting another person or group of people, or could be employees, family, your partner, children, your family, your immediate family or your extended family. Because that's what I'm saying with the juxtaposition, because you have the Chariot and Four of Cups. So it's like, this is kind of like, nothing much is happening, whereas the Chariot is like full bore, lots of energy, you're in your vehicle, your Merkaba, you're fully engaged, whereas like the Four of Cups, you're kind of disengaged, kind of yourself once removed, not quite yourself. So, but the Chariot is when you are totally in charge of your energies and very much yourself, very aligned with your authenticity, and really, in charge of your energies, like the hummingbird. Methodical, but quick. I'm really getting the hummingbird totem coming in. There might be someone watching who's a Sagittarius who has hummingbird as one of their totems. And you can have different groupings. You can have like certain, like I have a few bird totems, few insects and a few birds. So, you can have a few of the same type of, species of animal. But yeah, maybe there's a Sagittarius out there that's maybe kind of shamanic, like myself, shamanistic, and one of their totem animals is hummingbird. And you may not even know. You can get medicine cards, Native American medicine cards that are animal totems, and which I'm still deciding on which deck I want to get. So I will be incorporating those into my readings. It's just I'm picky. I want to choose a good deck. So that will be fun to start using that, because I really love the shamanic journey. So perhaps there's some Saggies that are watching right now that are also shamans. So, but as far as the energies of the hummingbird, with this being, because they're they're like, they can maneuver like very quickly. Okay, but they're also very methodical and sure-footed. So Chariot and the Four of Cups, it's like you want to be the Knight of Pentacles and the Four of Cups and take it slow, take your time, do it all perfect, do it all right. But the universe is asking you to inject some amplification as far as moving more rapidly in whatever thought processes need to take place in order for you to realize that, you know, sometimes the Four of Cups can be an offer from the universe. So there can be something coming in for you that's going to change this kind of malaise that you're feeling. But what's required of you is to make a move, make a decision, and kind of in a different way than you're used to. So in a lot of readings, it's like the universe is asking us to tap into other areas. It's like in school when the teacher pairs you up with different people, so you're not just like working with your friend all the time. So you learn to work with different types of people and learn to incorporate other ways of thinking into what you're doing. So maybe that's what you need to do is, because what you've done works. But the universe maybe is just asking you to be a little bit more open-minded and incorporate new things into your routine that you love and that's great and that works for you and you're balanced and there's nothing wrong necessarily, but just to stay light on your feet. Like when you're playing tennis, you have to have your knees bent so you can go left or right at any, you know, if you're leaning on one leg or the other, it's going to be harder. Like if you're leaning on your right leg and you need to move to the left, you know, so if your knees are bent and you're kind of bouncing back and forth on the balls of your feet, you can move left or right really quickly at a moment's notice. So that's what the universe is kind of asking you to kind of be ready for anything right now, is what I'm getting. Be able to move left or right at a moment's notice, because an offer is coming in for you, and it's going to require you to tap into a different aspect of yourself that you usually don't. And it might be a time-sensitive window of opportunity thing where you have to think, decide, and act quickly. So they're asking you to be outside of your own box a little bit, even though it's a luxurious box. It's beautiful, it's fine, it's balanced, it's wholesome, it's healthy. It's, you know, Sagittarius, they're the teacher, healer type, and, you know, spiritual teacher. So it's not that there's anything wrong, like I said, it's just to develop other aspects of yourself. The universe is giving you a gift, an opportunity to do that. But it's going to require you to, you know, step outside of your routine a little bit, which you may be hesitant to do because you're perfectly fine and healthy and balanced. Like I said, there's nothing wrong. It's just a gift from the universe to help you develop a higher aspect of yourself. You know, a gift from the higher dimensions, so that you can become aware of something great that's maybe dormant inside of you. So, but you're going to have to be on the balls of your feet and be able to move left or right quickly. That's the preparation that the universe is asking of you right now, to be ready for that. And be open-minded. And then don't be hesitant. Trust in your own energies. You have the fortitude, the stamina, the strength, because you're the Knight of Pentacles, even though you're, you know, fire. It's funny because you got fire, Which the Chariot's pretty fiery, even though, I mean, in this deck, it is Sagittarius. Most decks it's Cancer, but it is fiery. I was gonna say everything's here but fire. So, like I said, universe is asking you to look at other aspects of yourself, because there's the Two of Swords. So we have Pentacles, Swords, and Cups. You know, but like I said, you're balanced. You're fine. You're perfectly fine. Everything's good. It's not that anything needs to change because something's bad, because you're the Chariot, Sagittarius. Your energies are balanced. You're good. You're mastering your own energies. You're, you know, master teacher, what have you. So, like I said, it's just a gift from the universe for you to look at other aspects of yourself, to develop those, because it's going to expand your consciousness. It's going to elevate your awareness. It's, you know, it's just like you have a beautiful diamond, and it's just, you know, adding those different facets. It's just facet work, okay, to make you more sparkly. So I don't think we need any clarifiers. That was good right there. Kind of a detailed message, but pretty clear. I hope it was clear for you, and I hope you enjoyed it, and at least one of you got at least one thing out of it, to help you on your journey. So I love you all. Bless you all, and peace be upon you all.